Okay, so we're doing this. We are doing this today. And I need you to sit down. I need you to get comfortable. I need you to put your phone down. Actually, no, keep your phone up because you're going to want to screenshot some of these takes and send them to your group chat because we are talking about the playoff runs that didn't just win championships. They made men immortal. Like, not, oh, that was a nice run, good for him. No. I'm talking about the kind of playoff runs where basketball historians are still arguing about it in Waffle House at 2 a.m. The kind where you were either there, and you know, or you weren't there, and you've spent your whole life trying to catch up. We're ranking these S to F tier, and honestly, nobody's getting F tier today because these men have earned my respect, but some of them are getting clowned a little bit. It's only right. Let's start at the bottom of the list and work our way up. Or actually, you know what? We're not doing that. We're going chronological because I think the story matters here. The era matters. All right? All right.
Hakeem Olajuwon, 1995. 6th seed. 6. You know what the 6th seed means? That means you went into the playoffs and people were looking at you like, okay, you're here. Cute. Go home. And Hakeem said, actually, Hakeem didn't say anything. Hakeem was too dignified to talk. He just went out there and destroyed every single elite center in his path, like he was doing construction work. David Robinson, Shaq. These were not small human beings. These were monsters. And Hakeem dismantled them with footwork that, honestly, I don't want to be dramatic, but I think about the dream shake sometimes when I'm trying to fall asleep. That's not normal. That's how you know a man is operating on a different frequency. 6th seed. That's diabolical. That's a diabolical amount of disrespect returned to the people who disrespected you. Moving on.
Dirk Nowitzki, 2011. I mean, where do you even begin? He beat Kobe. He beat Kevin Durant. He beat LeBron's Superteam in Miami. The Heat had the 3 best players assembled on one roster specifically to dominate for a decade. And a 7-foot German man who shoots off one leg looked at all of that and went, nah. The most remarkable thing about Dirk in that run wasn't even the numbers. It was the fever game. He played through a 101-degree fever, scored 21 points in the fourth quarter, and then afterwards was just like, I wasn't feeling great. Bro, I was sick last Tuesday and I didn't get off my couch to get water. What is this? What is this? Dirk is in a completely different tier of human being, and I think we don't say that enough.
Dwyane Wade, 2006 finals. 34.7 points per game. 34.7. I probably would have put my money on this man being the best player alive in that exact 2-week window. He was cooking. He was so cooked that the refs had to... I don't want to get into it. But the point is, Wade was so good that even the controversy around that series doesn't diminish what he was doing. He carried the Heat. Shaq was there in spirit. Shaq was present. But D-Wade was the one putting the team on his back every single night and delivering performances that look like a video game on rookie difficulty. And it's one of the most validated single rings in NBA history because of what he did to get it. Okay, next up, we have to talk about this man, and I need a second. Tim Duncan, 2003. 24 points, 17 rebounds in the finals as a power forward against the Nets. I know people sleep on this run because Duncan was so fundamentally boring to watch. Like, visually, this man was playing basketball the same way an accountant files taxes, but the results were nasty. He carried the Spurs almost single-handedly. His co-stars were David Robinson, who was 37, and Tony Parker and Manu, who were basically rookies at that point. Fundamentals so pure, they made you feel bad about your own life. S tier. Moving on.
LeBron James, 2016. I don't even know how to talk about this without my voice cracking a little bit. Down 3-1 to the 73-win Warriors. On paper, the series was over. Everyone on Twitter had already written the eulogies. LeBron came back,
and won 3 straight, including a chase-down block in Game 7 that lives in my brain rent-free forever. And he delivered the city of Cleveland its first championship in 52 years. 52 years. Like, what is that? What is that kind of weight to carry? What is that kind of moment to deliver? I'm not even a LeBron guy, and I will defend this run with my life.
Kawhi Leonard, 2019, The Bounce. You know exactly what I'm talking about, and I refuse to explain it to you. If you don't know, look it up, have the experience, come back. But beyond that moment, Kawhi stopped the Warriors dynasty. He personally ended it. With Kevin Durant injured, with Klay Thompson limited, with the weight of an entire era on the line, Kawhi just handled it. Quietly, eerily, like a robot who was specifically programmed to win basketball games and experience no human emotions while doing so. I say that with the utmost respect. The most efficient human I have ever seen operate in a high-pressure environment. Historic buzzer beater. Stopped a dynasty. And then left. He just left. What is this? What is this man?
Giannis Antetokounmpo, 2021, 50 points in a closeout finals game. 50! With a $100 million contract on the line in the offseason, with everyone questioning whether he could ever win, with the Milwaukee Bucks facing elimination pressure, he dropped 50 points and 17 rebounds and looked like something that was not entirely human. That Bucks run was insane. They overcame injuries, they overcame doubters, and Giannis delivered the kind of performance that gets talked about in basketball circles for the next 30 years. The alphabet is not a regular basketball player. He's something else.
Shaquille O'Neal, 2001, 15-1. 15-1. Their one loss was by 2 points. Shaq in that run was so unguardable that I genuinely don't know what the opposing coaches were telling their centers in the film room. Like, what is the game plan here? You're putting a human being on a freight train and hoping for the best. He won Finals MVP. He dominated every single game. The 2001 Lakers were one of the most overwhelming forces in playoff basketball history. And Shaq was the engine. Devastating, diabolical, beautiful. And then Steph Curry, 2022. The one people said he needed. 31.2 points per game in the finals. Finals MVP. The ring that answered every single "but can he do it without Durant" conversation forever. Steph spent years having his legacy picked apart piece by piece. And then he went out there in 2022 and said, you know what? I'm not saying anything. The receipts speak for themselves. That's the move. That's the alpha move. Don't respond on social media. Just go win the championship and post a photo with the trophy.
And then there's Michael Jordan, 1993, 41 points per game in the finals. First three-peat completed. Do I even need to say words? Do sounds need to come out of my mouth right now? The man was playing basketball at a level that makes me feel slightly embarrassed to have ever picked up a basketball myself. Peak MJ was something that I genuinely don't think we'll ever fully process as a society.
These runs didn't just define careers. They defined what basketball can be when a human being decides they are not losing. If you made it this far, you're my people. Drop a comment. Tell me which run you think is the most underrated. I'm guessing Hakeem is going to get robbed in the comments, and I'm not okay with it. Like the video if you learned something or if you just vibed with it. Subscribe if you want to keep having this kind of conversation because we do this every single week. All right? I'll see you next time.